If I would start a profitable YouTube automation business now that would be profitable in 2026, here's exactly how I would do it. And this is based on the 5M strategy that I teach, that I also used to launch this channel in August, that now made me over $16,000 in 3-4 months. And let me quickly show you that the currency is set to USD dollars. So let's change it to Ugandan shilling and then set it back to USD. So you can see it's still $16,000. So I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to follow this 5M system that I teach. So this will be worth the watch for you if you are currently working a job and want to start a side hustle next to your job, mainly doing YouTube automation to make some extra cash on the side. So if you're tired of dabbling and trying stuff out and are ready to actually build something that prints cash every single month for you while you are still working your job, sit tight. Now, before we get into the fun stuff, guys, I made my Faceless School community freemium, so you can join it for free now and take the 5-day free challenge, which has 5 hour plus of courses. And also this last month, I've been updating the whole 5M system. So the mindset modules, the fundamentals of YouTube automation, the niche research, the video production, and then the monetization and scaling are all being revamped for 2026. Again, you can join for free by clicking the link in the description. And now let's get into the fun stuff. So the first thing I would do when starting YouTube automation is resetting my mindset and learning about my own mindset, my own limiting belief, understanding that this is not a get rich quick scheme and it's gonna need some time and learning for you to understand the fundamentals of YouTube automation and everything that comes with it. Another thing you have to get over is perfectionism and passive income fantasies that are very often like showed to you online. Basically, in short, what it comes down to is you first have to have a clear why of why you want to start an online business next to your job. If you do not have a clear why, you're gonna lose motivation. You're gonna spend a few weeks or months trying this, you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna blame the model or blame the person you followed for this being a scam and not working. And the reason for that is because if you just want to make some extra money or like try this out, you do not have the deep understanding of why you want to do this and why you need the extra money. So you really have to dig deep inside of your own mind and discover the real why of you wanting to make extra money. So in my case, I always wanted to make money online and make extra money so that I could work for myself, move to an island, surf whenever I want, and make money online, basically working the hours I set up for myself and not having to like work for a boss and not having to listen to anyone if I didn't want to and make my own schedule basically. So my deeper why was really that freedom that comes from the money I make from YouTube automation or from online business in general. And if that why is strong enough, you will have the discipline to work on it even when things are going bad, even when stuff is not working, when you're not getting views or when your channel failed. You will have the discipline to start over and keep on moving. If you do everything based on some motivation or a dream to make like 10K a month within your first few months, if things go bad, you will immediately quit because you don't have a deeper resonating why of why you're doing this. Now, after that, I would start learning about limiting beliefs. These are basically stories that you have in your head why you cannot do something or why you are not good enough, why you don't have enough time, why you don't have enough skills to start YouTube automation, why you don't have enough money, or that you maybe are too late for this business model to still work for you. So not just with YouTube automation, but in general, people love telling themselves like these limiting beliefs or having them in their head. And they never dig into why they are actually feeling this way or are thinking this way. So if you maybe are scared to start this because you think you are too late to this business model, that is a limiting belief you have. And if you have this, it will be very hard for you to start this because you think that this model doesn't work for you. So you have to really write down the limiting beliefs you have in terms of money, time, this business model, and rewrite them into something positive so that you know that this will work for you and you can make this work for yourself if you put enough time and energy into it. After that, I would highly advise you to get rid of your perfectionism. A lot of people who start want to find the perfect niche, want to make the perfect video, the perfect thumbnail, and they spend hours procrastinating on making the perfect first upload. You have to get used to failing with this business model. You have to be aware that your first 20 videos are going to be very ugly and probably not get any views. Your first 2 or 3 channels that you start maybe not working for you or maybe bad niches. You have to get into a mindset of just testing things to learn the skills you need. So learn the skills of finding video IDs and formats for your niches, finding like the IDs for your thumbnails and titles, and then the script writing, the voice acting, the thumbnail editing, and then the video editing. There's a lot of like different things you have to learn for YouTube automation. So if you get very like over perfectionism about one of these things, it's going to take you so long to just upload videos. And the best way to learn YouTube automation is by just uploading videos to the platform, testing 15 videos in one niche or format that you want to test. And then if it works, you scale it up. If it doesn't work, you move on and keep on testing. So do not think about the quick rewards, the 10K a month revenue you can make. Some people will get there very quickly. Most people won't. Most people need 3, 4, 5 channels and like close to 100 videos before you're seeing real good results. So focus on the inputs and a time frame of testing you give yourself instead of the instant results that you can be getting. You have to treat this like a real study or a real job where you set deadlines for yourself, you are accountable, you learn along the way, and you give yourself the needed time to experiment and understand everything of this business before you see success with it. Now, the second thing I would do before starting YouTube automation or restarting it is get a deep understanding of the niches that are out there that you can start and the formats or sub niches that go with these niches, because this is really going to make or break your YouTube automation journey. So your goal is to get a clear understanding of how niches actually work, which niches are good and are bad in terms of the risk and the monetary gains you can make from them, and then pick a niche that fits your style of like personality and work, so to say. Important here is that you not pick something based on whether you like it or not, but really check the numbers based on data that you get from competitor channels and stuff like vidIQ to check if a niche is smart to get into or not. So the main thing from niches that you want to know is the risk factor. So a lot of very viral niches like politics can make you a lot of money very quickly, but they also have a very high risk to run. So would you rather be able to make a lot of money very quickly, but also have the risk of getting demonetized a week later? Or would you rather find a niche that is more slow to grow over time, but that is safer and will not have the risk of getting randomly demonetized by YouTube? These are things that you have to understand before starting. And in pair with this, you also have to roughly understand what the view cap is per month on these channels that you'll be starting, and then also the RPM that is involved with these channels, so you roughly know how much one channel can start making you per month. And it's very important for you to understand how to do research about these niches, because most people just look at niches, look at channels that people, like I'm guilty of this too, share online, because these are just videos and things that get a lot of views. It's like the top 5 niches you can start now. People love to look at these niches and be like, oh, I like this niche or I don't like this niche. But you have to get into a mindset of it doesn't matter how you feel about these niches. You will have to be able to break down the numbers behind them to see how much you can make from them in which time frame, and if it's still like smart to get into that niche or that market, depending on the competitors that are entering the market right now and how the bigger channels in the market are doing. So the third thing I would do is picking the right format or sub niche for my channel and understanding the formats that are out there. So you have a lot of different styles of videos that you can make, for example, listicles, documentaries, news style, quizzes, and a lot more. And I would basically try to find one niche that you're going to be making your channels in, and then try these formats in that one niche that you become like a professional in, so that you know the ins and the outs of the niche, the viewers, what they like, what they don't like, and how the thumbnails and titles should look in this niche market. This way you become basically like the professional in one niche. And also if you have one channel that works in that niche, you can easily vertical and horizontally scale this channel into more formats or into more languages, or just more channels but with a different angle for the channel that you are doing. And then you are basically then you basically create the monopoly in your niche market. Now the fourth thing I would do is create a lean launch system for your channel. So a lot of people, when they're starting out, they overthink their channel banner, their logo, the name, like the branding, how everything should look. What I've done now is made like AI prompts for every step of building a channel, where if I give the AI prompt an ID, it will basically spit out the names for my channel, the color branding, the fonts based on the viewers that are watching it, and then also like IDs for the banner and for the logo, for example. It will also give me like all the SEO information, the tags, the video description, the channel description, so that I just do this once, copy paste it into my channel, and literally have a channel set up in 10 minutes. This way you don't have to like sweat the small stuff, look at your YouTube channel like settings all the time, but just build it quickly, and so that you can start testing your videos quickly, because again, that is what it's all about. Testing a lot of videos and a lot of niches in as quickly or like as little as time possible. And in combination with that, I would also look for channels and niches where I can use a lot of AIs to make videos for me. So I would definitely look for niches where you can make the script and the voiceover with AI, where you only have to hire a video editor to edit the videos for you, so that you can also do like the thumbnails and the titles yourself. And one channel test is just gonna cost you like $400 or $500 per time. This way you can test a lot and test quickly without worrying about losing too much time and money. And as a bonus tip, I would learn to make an make.com or an automation that basically lets you create like bulk voiceovers for the videos that you will be testing. I have like a make automation where if I click one button, 15 scripts get turned into 15 voiceovers in like 10 minutes, and I don't have to like drag and drop everything and send it to my freelancers one by one. And they just get a Discord message when new voiceovers are ready for them to edit. Now, the fifth thing I would do is stop worrying about early monetization. So a lot of people teach to make ebooks, to make affiliate products, to make all these kind of things that you can add to your channel when you're just starting out. But in my opinion, most of these things, when you testing channels, is a waste, because you are just in the business of testing niches and channels to see what is working for you. So I would much rather spend time making scripts, voiceover, and coming up with video or channel IDs than to launching one channel and making ebooks and digital products for that channel when you're just getting like 50 views a day, 100 views a day. Because with faceless channels, not a lot of people are going to be clicking your links and buying from you, because you're a small new channel, you don't have your face on there, people don't trust you. So don't expect a lot of people to click on the link, let alone buy products from a new, fresh faceless YouTube channel. So just focus, like don't focus on immediately making money. Same with the YouTube Partner Program and these digital kind of products or affiliate stuff. Focus on making videos and testing niches as quickly as possible and as much as possible. Now, here's a few things that I would avoid at all costs, so I don't waste time, money, and energy when starting out. And number one is high-risk niches. Stay away from stuff like politics and maybe celebrity news, where there's a lot of competition and you have a high chance of your channel getting demonetized. Anything related to like politics that is very controversial and clickbaity, YouTube is banning this a lot. So do not even get into this. Get into the safe markets that build slowly over time. Also, avoid the main trending niches like make money online, finance, and especially crypto. These things are very milked out. Sure, they have high RPM, but it's been done so many times. You probably won't break through in these markets. And stuff like crypto only is hot when there's like a bull run going on. And the rest of the time, you will do very bad with your channel. Now, another thing, like again, being perfectionistic, niche hopping, and spending too much time making a video, like over editing it. You do not know what your audience wants when you're starting out YouTube automation. So just start posting a lot of videos that are like minimal viable that you would still watch yourself, and worry about hyper optimizing them once your channel gets momentum and is monetized. Before that, just make simple AI videos with scripts and voiceovers, and then get a like $25, $30 per video editor who makes edits for you. The last thing I would recommend you to do is to set yourself a 3 to 6 month time frame where you promise yourself to make a certain amount of videos and test a certain amount of niches every single month. So don't base your action and inputs on if you get monetized, how many views you're getting. Just promise yourself to follow one strategy. My strategy is the 5M system, to post like 15 videos in one formatted niche at a time. And if it works, scale it up. If it doesn't work, kill it. But keep on doing this for like 6 months until you find something that does work and does get you monetized. So because you're going to lose motivation if you test one niche and it doesn't work for you. And then you're going to wonder why it didn't work. You're going to over optimize it, and you're going to keep looking for like you're going to stick to this market for like 6 months without seeing positive results. Usually the results show very quickly or early on YouTube, or at least there's an indicator of something being able to work. So test a lot and do not give up when something fails. So this is basically like the tips, the things that you have to walk through when starting YouTube automation. It starts with mindset, then it's the fundamentals, then it's the niche, then it's the format, then it's the video production, and then it's the monetization. This is why I called my strategy the 5M system, because this is like the 5 pillars you have to nail when starting YouTube automation. Again, you can join my community for free and take the 5-day free challenge. Click the link in the description if you want to go in depth on all the things I just talked about. I also have 6+ client testimonial videos of people making between $3,000 and $15,000 a month following this system. You can click the link in the description for the testimonials if you want some more proof on this working too. Now, if you are a beginner and you want to have some more like live results or like live preview of what works and what doesn't work, click the video on screen here, because I'm reviewing 4 of my community members' channels. I'm burning them down and building them back up, so you also will know what you should avoid and what you should do instead. Okay, so click the video and I'll see you in the next one.